Hello, welcome to this update for the US and Canada. So let's see what's still happening this weekend and into next week, especially. We have still some storms near the southeast in Florida, some flood watches there, and we had a few severe thunderstorm warnings today there. And we have also some red flag warnings, some high wind in parts of the central and high plains as well. Some high wind watches and some high wind warnings in Montana too. A wind weather advisory near Washington and even western Alaska and southern Alaska. So be aware. And today there's still this heavy rain the southeast, some spots of Florida, and maybe a little bit of snow possible in a spot to the northeast and northern Washington. There's day 2 for Monday, still shows the possibility of a shower storm or two. The southeast, some showers there. And this mixed precipitation spots of the northwest, and day 3 as well. We start getting this system there in the west, more snow in the Sierra Nevada, some more mixed precipitation there. So there's excessive rainfall. They got the slight risk for Florida today there in the marginal too. So please be careful. Most of this already happened, but there's still some storms happening as I speak now. So be aware. There's day 2 still nothing. Day 3, day 4 marginal risk in California, March 12th. So March 12th is like uh, the main day for the rain, and March 13th still sun in Southern California. So be careful. March 12th and 13th. For the snow, we still have day 1 in Washington and Stafford in Montana and northern New York, some spots there, some probabilities. Day 2 shows us a thing or two in Idaho, but very low probability. Day 3, some more in Washington, a little bit in Northern California, and a few mountains. Day 4, by Wednesday, the 12th, we start getting this system there. More snow in the mountains in California, heavier there, more throughout Washington, Oregon, starting in Idaho, some in Nevada, especially March 13th. Thursday shows some heavier snow in the Rockies possible, and all the way from Montana to Arizona, so be careful there. Spots of Utah, Colorado, Nevada, and all those areas. Day 6, still some maybe in spots of the plains, a thing or two, and more there in the Rockies, and still on the west coast, show some. And day 7, this keeps going there through the northern plains, and still in the Rockies. So be careful those areas. There's here too, like the atmosphere river starting on the 12th. Atmosphere river arriving early Wednesday will bring heavy precipitation to the Pacific coast through Friday morning. This will spread heavy rain, mountain snow, and gusty winds across the region. Heavy mountain snow, heavy snows like across the Sierra Nevada, northern California terrain. While it's too early to determine exact amounts, heavy snow rates and strong winds may reach 40 to 60 mph gusts and can create substantial impacts. With snow levels falling Wednesday and Thursday, dangerous travel is possible across many passes, increased flooding, potential periods of heavy rain with rates may eclipse a half of an inch an hour are likely with this atmosphere river. This could cause flash flooding, including shallow debris flows across the sensitive burn scar and isolated rock slides, and hazardous travel due to ponding of water and slick roads. So be careful. Choose significant storm expands east next week. These systems are expected to track across the Great Basin, Central Rockies, and Northern Plains by the weekend. Significant impacts due to snow and wind are possible in these areas. Please check the things there. So be careful, be aware of this system coming, and there's then some snow potential in the next 3 days, but this doesn't go uh, all the way out to Wednesday when this system comes, but just in the next 66 hours, as it shows here, possibly some heavier snow in Washington and spot or two of like Montana and Idaho. So be careful too. There's the winter storm severity index, spots of the northern Rockies, northern Cascades, some moderates, even North Dakota. So yeah, be careful. Those areas, we have this marginal risk in the southeast today for severe weather. Like I mentioned on the last video, more across like Florida, Georgia, spots of Alabama too. So there's still this small tornado threat in Florida, this wind threat there as well, and the hail threat is bigger, more into Georgia and Alabama as well. So be careful. Nicer strong severe storms remain possible today and tonight from parts of northern central Florida and southern Alabama, Georgia. So stay safe there. There's like some general storms possible Monday, spot to the southeast there, and no thunderstorms for Tuesday. So yeah, and for Wednesday, still nothing. Day 4, Thursday, the system will traversing the Rockies. Friday, here we go again. Shows this big 15% from Texas all the way to Iowa. So this is already a big area there of all hazards possible by Friday, especially later in the evening. And then day 7 into Saturday, this moves further southeast, a smaller 15% there. So please be aware of this coming later next week into Friday. So let's see. A powerful upper cyclone and attended trough is expected to develop east across the plains towards the Mississippi Valley on Friday. Intense southwest jet 100 plus knot 500 millibars is expected to be oriented from the southern plains to mid-Mississippi Valley Friday evening. Meanwhile, rapid intensifying surface cyclones shift northeast from the central plains to the upper Midwest vicinity through the period. Strong southern low-level flow ahead of this low and attendant eastward advancing cold front to support rapid northward transportation of Gulf moisture, while details regarding quality of northward moisture transport remain. This overall pattern will be very favorable for regional severe weather episodes from late Friday afternoon into early Saturday, day 6. So these links on the description, you can read more here if you want, but just some general information there that might be important. So here you can see the GFS. There's like Wednesday, this big trough there coming, the lower pressures. This goes through Thursday, and this already Saturday shows this practically a bomb cyclone the northern plains there and Midwest. So this comes, the GFS does strengthen this a lot there. Then this comes that the severe weather probably on the east side of this. I might have snow again. So there's like here so that we can see the pressure. So it goes there. So it does show 972 millibar low pressure there. So that's quite strong. That's almost equivalent to a category 2 hurricane. That's low pressure. So and then later shows like those storms there Friday, and then the GFS even has some more stuff into Sunday. So there's the European too. This goes there Tuesday, Wednesday, and the West, and then this doesn't go far out enough. So here Friday, the European has 975 low pressure there, similar to the GFS, maybe a little bit weaker than the GFS 976. So yeah, but there's the GFS again here for like if I can find it again here, and I think it's this. So this goes this March 14th. The GFS is there like 972 low pressure in the Midwest, the northern plains. So this has the potential to be a big system. So in terms of severe weather, shows this trough there, some very high winds, the wind shear there, and I don't know what just happened there. So you can see this trough coming in, and in terms of like uh, the moisture, the Gulf moisture and everything, so this the European for the Cape shows Thursday into Friday shows this big warm sector there, and it's all the way from Texas to the upper Midwest. Shows this cape, especially later Friday evening across Arkansas, Louisiana, Missouri. Shows some spots there close to 2,500 joules per kilogram of possible cape. So this is a big sector there. So we'll keep watching, but please just be aware of this system coming. In terms of like uh, snow and those things, shows here like this comes the heavier snow in the Rockies, the Sierra Nevada, the 12th, the 13th, and while this system uh, deepens there in the Midwest and the plains, does show snow behind it, like those blues and even ice there. So it does have some ice Saturday in the northern plains as well. So and some snow like in some other areas, North Dakota and Nebraska, South Dakota. It might be heavier near Minnesota or South Dakota and some ice too. So please be aware of this coming. And the European does have some ice as well, some snow, and it has those severe storms there too, by like Friday evening to Saturday. So please be aware of this coming, especially like uh, let's see what they have about the snow here throughout this week. So where is inches better here? So until March 15th, the European does have in the Sierra Nevada some 42 inches, some areas some 42, does have some 7 inches on other spots, 13 inches, spots of Utah, 7 inches, 8 inches of snow. So please be aware. Shows uh, snow like all the way down to southern Arizona, some 3 inches, some 10 inches, spots of 11 inches, has more New Mexico too, especially like northern California into Oregon, shows some 34 inches, some 20 inches, 8 inches, and it might be more than this depending on how it goes. So it does show in Washington too some 23 inches, 31 inches, 21, 23 inches, 30 inches in Washington, and some high resolution models might have more snow than this, especially in Washington there that's already snowing. So shows in Idaho there too some 11 inches, 17 inches, 9 inches, and some more Montana, especially northwestern Montana shows in Colorado some too, and in the plains it doesn't have that much, but it does have some 3 inches. The GFS a little bit more in the plains to 8 inches, 8.3. In other spots, North Dakota to 9 inches, close to 10 inches. Does have some in Nebraska, South Dakota too, and it has in California as well, but not as much as the European. Has some 38 inches there, but be aware, maybe some spots in Southern California too. And there's the icon, show like more concentrated spots of the Rockies, and also this band of snow, the central northern plains there, some in the Midwest as well. By Friday, Saturday, does have in Washington close to 43 inches, 37 inches, more spots there, and a lot in the Sierra Nevada, especially. So stay safe there, and yeah, be careful. And here, and there's the her for the short range here, just until Tuesday, shows some 12 inches in Washington, 13 inches, some in Oregon, and Idaho and Montana there. So be aware in those areas. Now for like Canada, already shows in the next 1 day and a half more snow in Alberta and British Columbia. Show like some 37 centimeters, spots British Columbia, especially on the Pacific coast where those fronts are coming there. Some 41 centimeters, some 35, 17 centimeters, and some other spots of British Columbia. But that showed just until Tuesday this snow crisscrossing like southern Manitoba and Saskatchewan too, a little bit of snow. So be aware in Ontario, some 13 centimeters, 14 centimeters. Spots of Quebec, and that shows some further south into Ontario, but not that much. And then if I put this until Friday, alright, increases more into British Columbia, some 78 centimeters, 50 centimeters, some 46 centimeters, and does increase some across like Alberta, Saskatchewan, more spots of Saskatchewan. So until Tuesday it was like this, and then it increased like this until Friday, and then shows more like Northwestern Territories and Yukon, and eventually into Quebec. So just until Tuesday, doesn't show much into Quebec, just western Quebec. But until Friday, this keeps going east there. Some 21 centimeters, close to 22, and some more like in those Arctic areas, like 120, and some more there, northernmost Canada. So yeah, beware in the northeastern US, of course, some that are close to 1, 2 inches, but not that much. So yeah, stay safe. There's the GFS as well. The GFS even more in Alberta, so some 32 centimeters, 21 spots in British Columbia to 47 centimeters, and some more across central Canada. There's the icon too of a similar thing. So yeah, even some 71 centimeters British Columbia. So be aware there throughout this week and check the links in the description, the weather warnings for snowfall and winter storm warnings. And wind warnings, of course, some rain, especially rainfall, British Columbia. If we check here, some rainfall amounts, the show special doesn't show the extreme, does show some 81 millimeters, some 71, 58, shows more rain there from this as well. So be careful. And it does show like in California from these close to 2 inches in some spots, and especially like southern areas from 1 inch to 2 inches, and but the European is not showing that much. Shows in southeastern Georgia to 3 inches in some areas. The leftovers of the storms, somewhere in the southeast too. So be aware, a little bit for central southern Florida, but not that much. More throughout the northern Florida. In those areas does have that in California. There's the GFS, doesn't have that much either. Does have 1 inch. The European like close to 2 inches. So stay safe. There's the icon, most will be in the mountains there, but northernmost California might be close to 3 inches. Spots to 3.5 inches, not that much, but like 3.1 or something. So please be careful. And there's some other models here. So beware. There's like the wind too, especially there across the west. So already shows Montana some slightly higher gusts, close to like 56 mile per gust. Spots of the mountains there, some 47 mile per gust, 44, and in the northeast still windy, and some 40 mile per gust. I saw news of some fires there. So this goes does show windy in Florida later tomorrow afternoon, Monday, not windy, but slightly breezier. So this goes in Montana as well, some 51 mile per gust, 48, 51, spots of Wyoming too, and other spots like 55 mile per gust. So be aware, this goes. There's like this Pacific low pressure that approaches California, show like crossing Arizona, some slightly higher gusts, some 40, 38 mile per gust, spots near Southern California as well. Then still windy in the northeast by Tuesday, potential some 45 mile per gust, 43. This goes there, and maybe slightly gustier the coast of Washington, Oregon, very early Wednesday, like the middle of the night. But then this comes Wednesday and shows there like starts around noon or the early afternoon, some wind in the mountains. Then later in the afternoon, On March 12th shows some 49 mile per gust, some spots there, some 45, and at the same time shows like these winds in Texas and New Mexico Wednesday the 12th possibly. So even show like 64 mile per gust, 50 mile per gust, spots of 51. So yeah, be aware this goes still increases across the west a little bit. So Thursday the 13th in California, more spots there in interior Arizona, California, more Nevada, close to 49 Malpargas. So this goes there, shows Thursday across Arizona, 53, 52 Malpargas, some areas of Southern California, some 46 to 49 Malpargas, and this might be higher depending on the outcome, but because especially when we get within the range of the herd, it might show some more precise wind gusts. But for now, the European shows also in Wyoming, Thursday spots in Utah, as well, especially in the mountains. So yeah, stay safe, especially if it's windy and snowing at the same time. Might cause some problems with visibility in the mountains. So shows Friday morning in New Mexico. Still, the Europeans like 63, 64 mile per gust. A few spots, but journeys in 50, 48, 47 mile per gust. New Mexico into Texas. And this is too far out to predict, but it's like almost a week out. But with this bomb cyclone coming, already shows like in the southern plains and some areas the high plains some 67 mile per gust, 68 Texas and Oklahoma 65, 50 mile per gust, not way to the northern plains, slightly gustier spots to the west coast as well. Saturday the 15th, this goes still shows later Saturday, some 57 mile per gust, 52 another spots on the Gulf Coast, slightly gusty as well. In the west, this goes and still show like Sunday the 16th, more across the Appalachians, more than 60 mile per gust. Some other spots in the Europeans, this crazy Pacific cyclone coming right in to the west coast, like 71 mile per gust, March 6th, 16th, then it disappears there. But later it does have like the remnants of this into maybe some into Atlantic and March 17th. But just be aware, these information still change a lot. And there's the GFS now too, shows slightly higher gusts in northern Michigan, Ontario, into New York, today until Monday, but generally from Monday in Montana, Wyoming, those winds I showed you. But this goes there in Texas, March 12th, and starting there on the Rockies and everything. Especially March 14th shows more in the southwest, and with this system there in the plains later Friday, March 14th into March 15th. So stay safe, be aware of this system coming, and in Canada does show now Sunday in Alberta, Sanhagas, southern Alberta, and spots of British Columbia too, and northernmost Quebec and Labrador. So this goes Sunday, especially to Monday is in Alberta still. Be careful. This goes in Ontario, slightly gustier, some spots Tuesday, and Lake Superior. The shows is generally like breezier, kind of windy spots of Quebec and Ontario. Tuesday the 11th, some spots there. This goes. The show more to eastern Quebec and New Brunswick. Wednesday the 12th, and then this keeps going maybe into Newfoundland later, later Thursday the 13th. This goes there, and then after this system from the US, we might have more wind in Canada, especially to eastern Canada, depending on how that evolves. So yeah, be aware, and The GFS is a similar thing too. In terms of systems, there's the snow British Columbia and Alberta now. Sunday, so this goes Monday from Manitoba, Saskatchewan, that area of snow there. Still in southern Alaska and British Columbia, some snow by Monday. This goes some snow drizzles across the east as well. Monday, this goes Tuesday in Quebec, spots there. Tuesday shows still some snow across the west. So this goes Wednesday, Quebec and Labrador. Shows Wednesday more British Columbia and Alberta as well. So this goes and yeah, and even like Friday shows some in Ontario, Quebec, and show like in Saskatchewan some snow. The European does have this freezing rain event in Ontario Saturday, more snow from this system, especially later Monday the 17th, has some more ice and snow spots of Canada. And yeah, so stay safe, be aware. There's the GFS, this northwest and central to eastern Canada this week, Monday, Tuesday, and eastern Canada, and to Wednesday. Does have Wednesday the other season on the west coast as well. Then does have the GFS, Saturday the 15th, some more sleet and freezing rain and snow for central Canada as well. So you have to watch this closely too. So be aware those areas. And for temperatures, they're still very cold, less than minus 30 degrees Celsius. Spots of northwestern territories and Nunavut is still close to minus 29. Northern Alberta, the wind chills might be even close to minus 30, or even like minus 35 or even less, depending on the wind. So stay safe. Still cold like Ontario and Quebec, spots there in New Brunswick, some active temperatures. They'll be back on the far south, but generally cold in many areas. So Monday, this goes. The GFS does have this cold, like some minus 40 degrees in Stony Rapids and some minus 37. I think this is too cold. Might be exaggerating, but I show more in Quebec as well, in Labrador, more spots. There's the European too. It has much lighter, just minus 29 Stony Rapids. It does have some minus 33, some minus 28 in spots, and also in New Brunswick to minus 19, and spots in Ontario, Quebec. This goes there Monday, and it increases a little bit in the afternoon, but still cold there. And then Tuesday, especially northern Saskatchewan, minus 32, Yukon and Nunavut, and other spots there Tuesday to Wednesday, still pretty cold, even like into the southeast, some minus 5, some minus 15, some minus 20, New Brunswick, more spots there, even Nova Scotia, and then still shows like across the west, those colder temperatures, especially the northwest there. So stay safe. This goes Thursday, still cold into Friday morning around Hudson Bay. It shows some minus 29 degrees, some minus 27, and especially on the southeast, still some active temperatures. On the west again, so like some minus 20 spots British Columbia, some minus 18. So yeah, stay safe. This goes, and still pretty cold by mid-March, like the 17th, across northwestern Canada, those areas there. So stay safe, be careful, the wind chills and everything. Be careful with like fog, some colder mornings in some specific spots of the US or Canada, and check the links in the description. They have some advisors there and everything. So still kind of warm in the southwest today in the US, especially to Florida. Sunny is there, and does show this widespread 60s already spreading through the US there. So it's definitely warmer, but during the night still some 40s, 30s scare there, especially in the Rockies, some teens, even single digits, the highest points of Colorado, and some spots in the northeast as well, some low teens, even single digits, the highest parts of Maine, not high in mountain, but high in latitude like northern Maine. So yeah, and there's day 2 max. If I'm able to click on the right place here, good. I did. So for Monday afternoon tomorrow, shows some 8 is even between Texas and Oklahoma, but mainly 70s. Some 70s there, some 8 is in Florida, and some 50s across the east, 60s, and even some 40s, 30s in northern Maine. But the 70s are getting all the way to South Dakota, the 70s, so it's definitely warming up. Some 8 is the southwest, still some 30 is the highest peaks there, some 20s even, but during the night does drop down to some single digits, northernmost Minnesota, some teens and 20s, some teens and 20s the Rockies as well, some 40s, 30s the Appalachians in the south, and still some 30s, 20s the northeast and some mountains of the west. So day 3 for Tuesday, still some 8 is in Texas, some 70s across like the south, southeast, and central areas. Some 30s, 20s, the mountains, and some 60s around it. But still cold in Minnesota, those areas there. And show like day 3 minimum for Wednesday morning. Still some 20s, teens in the north, especially in the northeast, and some 30s and 20s the west, especially in the mountains, some teens there. So be aware. Wednesday afternoon, more areas widespread 70s through the southeast, central areas, and south, and especially like deep in South Texas, close to 90 or even like 95 or something. So very warm there. And then some more spots of like the southwest and some 20s, 30s, the mountains still, but outside the mountains, some 50s, 40s. And then still shows Thursday morning, some 30s in the north, some teens and single digits northern Maine, or even less than that, like 0 Fahrenheit, northernmost Maine, like some single digits in the Sierra Nevada, the highest peaks, some 30s, 20s in the Rockies, and some teens in Colorado. So be aware. Day 5 that does show like this Thursday afternoon some 70s uh, all the way to South Dakota, and this 90s in southern Texas. Some 80s close to even like 93, 95 in, in southernmost Texas, and shows some 80s in Florida, 70s in the southeast as well. So it's still colder in the Rockies and Sierra Nevada. So be aware. There's day 5 minimal, still some 60s there, and 4 is the east, but generally some teens, some lower teens, and single digits the Rockies and the Sierra Nevadas, like -5 Fahrenheit or even less in the highest peaks, and some teens and 20s there in the northeast too. So be aware. But Friday afternoon show like still some teens, 20s in the Rockies and those areas, but this big warm sector, this big warm on the east there, like close to 90s in southern Texas. I'll zoom in a moment. The show some is in Florida and some 70s in a big portion of the eastern US. So, and this is Friday afternoon in Texas, shows close to 100 degrees Fahrenheit deep in southern Texas. So it's about to get very warm there. And then this day 6 shows like uh, Saturday morning, still cold behind the system, some single digits, even like 0 Fahrenheit or even less in the upper parts of Colorado, some teens and 20s the north, generally very cold teens and 20s the Rockies. Saturday morning was still warmish in the southeast there and coldish in the northeast, but Saturday afternoon still shows some 80s in Florida and southern Texas, some 70s across the east, but this system advancing might cool things down a bit, and some lower teens in the Rockies and 20s, the northern plains. So be careful. There still shows next 48 hours close to 2 to 3 inches from those storms in the southeast of rain. So still be careful there. Some snow 48 hours in the northwest and northeast. Be careful. The National Weather Service even has like close to 16 inches spots of Washington there, or even more. The highest peaks, ice. Not nothing crazy with ice, as of now, but wind next 24 hours does show some 50s mile per gust. North Dakota 60s, 70s, not like more 60 mile per gust. Northern Montana 50s to 60s, and this yellow North Dakota is even 60s mile per gust. So yeah, stay safe and be careful of this system coming. There are also these three areas of elevated fire threat. Those winds in the north today, in Texas with the heat and those winds, and those winds in the northeast, that's drier there too. So be careful, still elevated to the northern plains by Monday, tomorrow. And as this system progresses into next week, day 5 and day 7 are very critical in western Texas and New Mexico. So be aware too. Bye.